Join us on this tour of the all-new Skoda Kamiq. In the front, the Kamiq gets the typical Skoda front grille and then those very slim LED daytime running light from this Czech-inspired glass craftsmanship. Very interesting. 4 meters 24 or 167 inches is the total length, and you might wonder, wait a minute, this is the length of a compact segment vehicle, but it is based on a small car platform, the MQB A0. The sibling would be Seat Arona and the Volkswagen T-Cross. But as Skoda usually does with the same vehicle, they go between those segments, so they go always a little bit longer, so to say, to offer more space on the interior. You can see here the tail lamps right there with an interesting daytime, well, it's not a daytime running light at the moment, the standing light, but also with the swing, and then at the side again this glass craftsmanship work, beautifully done. The rest of the hatch is again then rather conservative, typical hatch form with the Skoda logo right there. And I'm really excited what will fit in that trunk. Let's soon find out. As for the engines, they offer a choice of petrol, diesel and also called G-Tech. This is a CNG engine. So there's a 3-cylinder 1-liter petrol engine with 95 or 115 horsepower. Then there's the 4-cylinder 1.5 TSI with 150 horsepower, optional with DSG. 1.6-liter TDI with 115 horsepower. And then the 1-liter G-Tech engine, 90 horsepower. It's a similar one to the 95 horsepower petrol engine, also 3-cylinder, just that it will be bivalent also with petrol and CNG, both possible. This car is all about the interior because Skoda usually offers a lot of room, but is it also premium on the interior? Let's find out. Well, and on the top of the door here, there is a structured surface and it's not entirely hard packed, so that's better than, for example, from the siblings we've seen. Then a nice contrast here with the bright fabric. Then also galvanized levers. A lot of room at the inside of the door, so that looks really cool and feels also good. Then a typical Skoda steering wheel. Soon I'll tell you more about the different gauges available and the infotainment systems. Here the most interesting thing we can see are those new seats. They are completely new. They are from all fabric, and in this trim here they also have contrasting colors, so some bright elements right there and some darker, also gray. It's again this living room style that is actually at the moment more modern, and again a great example that it does not always have to be animal skin. It can also be a fabric that is also more breathable, so to say. So in summer times it doesn't get that hot, and in winter times doesn't get that cold. And this is the lowest position of the seat here at the moment. Manual control, and I'm 1m86 or 6'1", and this is one with a panoramic roof. I'll soon show you, but even if I have the panoramic roof, there's still a lot of headroom left. So it's not the highest trim we have here. This one is still the analog instrument cluster. I would have no problem with that, with a small digital screen in the middle. But for this vehicle, you can optionally also get the full virtual cockpit, 10.25 inch. So that would be all digital then, optional. Also on the right side, you'll have either 6.5, 8 inch, and to my guess, this one should be the 8-inch screen because it's already a little bit bigger, but still has some knobs for volume. And also, if you are in the GPS map, you can zoom in and out with the right knob or control it while driving a little bit better. And the top one then would be the 9.2 inch, which is then also the biggest in the segment. Even bigger screen, and then you would have no buttons left. Interior overview again is a really nice, clean layout. Also looks quite good with the bright contrast here. And by the way, just as a proof, this one here is in diagonal is 20 centimeters, and that's 8 inch. So this indeed is the 8-inch screen. It does not have here at the moment the GPS, but you can also get a GPS for it. And there's also here the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto connection if you want so. The climate unit can be still accessed manually, and interesting with the metal knurling around. So again, another premium feature for this vehicle, which is supposed to be not that expensive. Seat heating if you want so. In this case, a 5-speed manual gearbox. There's also the DSG dual clutch transmission available. And then in the front part, there's an inductive charging port for your phone. It's not properly powered at the moment, but for example here, the iPhone X directly fits in there. Also has a big glove box compartment, can also be cooled. Then additional storage space here underneath the co-driver seat. This car can also be bought with a panoramic roof, unlike, for example, it's not available for Seat Arona or for the T-Cross, not in the European T-Cross at least. This one here cannot be opened, but it can be slid all the way open. Now to the rear compartment. That's what a lot of Skoda vehicles are about, and wow. I have the seat set to my driving position here in the front, so a rather tall driver. And this leaves plenty of legroom. Wow, this is so spacious here. And I mean, if you think about other cars that have the same length, they have way less legroom. So this is, and also like how we can move here to the sides. Very interesting detail. This one here also comes, when you want one, with this door protection. So when you fold it out, it's just a mechanical process that the door sill is being protected. It's for the front and for the rear doors actually. You can see it here. Now the trunk. This is of course really interesting. Electric hatch here, by the way. And to close it again, you can either put the button. There's also the foot kick opening mechanism available, by the way. And there's this new, let's say, one tip system that you can also just, get like a tip like this, and then it closes the rest. This is also an interesting function for sure that makes life a little bit easier. The liter figures would be 400 liters like this, up to 1,400 liters when we flip it. You can see, you can also, I'm quite sure it's available. There's also like a forked floor cover. You can also see the seal here. Other than that, it goes a little bit deeper in there if you want. Replacement tire is here as well. The overall length of the trunk here in the normal setup would be about 70 centimeters. Then up to my driver's seat as I would be driving is 150 meters. And then if we fold down the co-driver seat to all the way front, this is in 2 meters plus. And now to our conclusion for today with the all-new Skoda Kamiq. By the way, if you've seen in the background Skoda Vision 4, this has nothing to do with the car. They actually put the wrong wallpaper in behind, or decided that they put this car here. And I think it was the right decision not to show the concept car here, but the Kamiq. This one is a very important car. It will be sold actually in very high numbers, and the reason for that is, well, it has a modern exterior, not too posh for sure, but I think more than enough. And on the interior, really nice fabrics for a seat being used. It has a great design, a clean design, and it has a premium quality. I mean, it is a high trim here, but not all spec we've seen. You've seen, like with the infotainment system, you can go even bigger with those. So it will be quite reasonable in price still. And especially the package, if you consider the exterior length to the room you get on the interior, is just fantastic. To me, I mean, it's not a super spectacular car. It's not a, all leading new concept and so on. But to me, this is one of the best cars that's coming out new at the moment, because you can do so much with this vehicle and still find a parking spot, and also don't exceed, super high prices, but already get a premium quality. What do you think?